by taking a pause in our day to rest, to retreat, withdraw. We can turn our attention to things other than thinking. Perhaps we can hear distant traffic, spring birds, electronic instruments beeping, the ticking of a clock as it inexorably goes on. Or perhaps we're surrounded by busyness and we turn our attention to the hubbub and noise of people in places doing numerous things. And if we allow attention to turn to the things which we are aware of, then we seemingly move closer to the awareness that is aware of the things. Let's do that now. Notice the experience of being aware itself. Now, if we ask ourselves what are the qualities of awareness, or in what ways might we describe to another or back to ourselves the qualities of awareness, we can say there is the experience of awareness, so we are experiencing. How can we be assured that we are aware? Well, we know we are aware. Why is it we call this knowing, experiencing, aware condition? Awareness. Because we've called it this before, so we apply time to the experience of being aware. And awareness, the word, the idea, just becomes a simple and direct explanation for the experience itself. In fact, if we ask ourselves, how do we know we are aware? The most direct answer is to say, we are aware that we are aware. Now, if we move once more to the things we are aware of, perhaps we'd like to open our eyes if they're closed. We may be aware of a screen, a bored person talking, aware of the spaces between the words, aware in the body of a sense of expectation about what might be said next. And then a pause preceding a description of what then and now is occurring. A direct description of what just and what still is happening. Perhaps we're aware of the room that we're in, or the streets on which we walk, or the ceiling above the mat on which we lay. But we are aware of things. We can say that we are experiencing awareness of things. Some of these are being listed by the speaker, and each thing and its conceptual framework, voice, space, room, screen, is replacing the next, is replacing the previous, is replaced by the next, and now another space. We are not attempting to be still or silent. We are, initially at least, using words to explore direct experience. We are doing so in order to constantly notice the indivisible and undivided presence of the awareness in which and as which things change. Notice in the next pocket of non-speaking nothing changes. The clear, pure light of simply being dominates. Sensations in the body, ambient sounds in our environment may appear and disappear. But the awareness in which they appear isn't changed by them. It is merely and temporarily screened as attention somewhat focuses on the appearance and the disappearance. Perhaps our attention is focused on what we might call external sounds, such as the voice. If we turn our attention next to the internal framework, thoughts, feelings, sensations in the body, field of perception, we notice that these too largely replace each other. We may have thoughts about what's being said, feelings, likes and dislikes, about the quality and content of the narrative used. The motion of preference governs these. I prefer these words. I do not enjoy those words. And these changing things that replace each other, we usually describe as my thoughts and my feelings, my body, this sensation in my leg, that sensation in my spine, those sensations in my arms, this headache, this thought, these feelings, and so on. We might say, I am having these thoughts. I know these feelings, with the addendum, are real. There's doubt about that. If we reduce them down, they are movements of energy triggered by thoughts and things, which are based on conditioning and perception and current sense of what is in or preferable and what is out, to which we have hostile or negative feelings. And in this way, through our senses, with the framing of changing things, we create and describe to others a narrative life called my life, my past, my present, my plans and hopes for the future. Now we attempt to bring about helpful and fluid and positive thoughts and feelings and sensations by avoiding difficult, painful and uncomfortable thoughts, feelings and sensations. Naturally we do. And in this way we try to bring about peace or happiness or comfort. Now let's turn our attention once more to the awareness in which these concepts have appeared and disappeared. Notice, consider. Is the awareness in which concepts and words and spaces and sensations and thoughts and feelings and things appear and disappear and replace each other? Is this awareness not already peaceful? Or happy, contentedly? Or calm, or safe, or lacking nothing? Nor have an age, nor wants for anything, nor needs a story, nor claims to be wounded or a victim to anything or anyone. we find that our being itself, the human experience of being, is peaceful and happy, as it is. It is finished.